No jiggles?
No jiggles. You want a little jiggle?
Oh, you got jiggle.
You want a little jiggle? There you go.
That might be the intro.
There you go.
Today we're going to talk about porn sets. And see those jiggle.
Stupid.
Hey, 919. Lisa Sparxxx worldwide living 919. Hey, throw your hands to the freaking sky. Sparxxx TV keeping legends vibing. Hey, Lisa Sparxxx. Yeah, the legends surviving. Yeah, that's right. They all screaming. You're on Sparxxx TV YouTube channel.
Have you ever wanted to know what it's like to be on a porn set? Anyway, today we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what it's like to be on set. Welcome back to Sparxxx TV. Hi. We're so glad you're back. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe.
I'm just going to sit here and let you do it.
You should. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button, the notification bell so you know when the stuff comes out. Make sure you comment below. Let us know if you have any questions. This is probably today it's one of the questions I get all the time. Not really crazy. It's not a crazy question, but people always ask, what's it like to be on set, on porn set? It's probably super fun, huh?
Is that what they sound like?
I don't know. In my brain, that's what they sound like. You've been on set before. Is it fun?
No. Absolutely boring.
Right? It's a job, right? And I think that's what people don't understand.
For your first 2 or 3 years of your professionalism,
yes,
I was your security.
You were my security. I never needed security, but
So in a way that
I
let
just
me on
didn't.
set.
I just didn't want to go by
Then
myself.
the one time you're honest, what's his name, kicked me off set. Oh, he can't be here then.
Oh, that's just because, heaven forbid, somebody...
Because he can't perform.
Because he couldn't
not
perform
true-
right, yeah.
True guy.
Yeah, he couldn't perform right, so that was his problem, But a day on set it's not really as glamorous. It's not like a Hollywood set where we have like catering. Well, there is some of that sometimes, but very rarely are you going to have catering and like PAs running around. No.
Catering's bag of chips.
Yeah, right? Catering's like maybe they get you a bottle of water. They might get you lunch when it's over. Maybe.
If they keep you there hostage all day.
Yeah, they keep it because sometimes sets are like 3 to 4 hours. And that, because first of all, you start with...
Which is ridiculous.
Which is crazy, right? Because you only get to see 25, 30 minutes when it edited it down for a scene for a movie, probably. Something like that. But it takes, the first thing when you get there is you have makeup. And a lot of times call times are really early in the morning, so...
That's where guys have it made.
That is where guys have it made, because we get there an hour or two before...
Guys show up.
Guys show up, yeah. So for girls, you got to get there. You got to get your hair and makeup done, which is like an hour to an hour and a half, depending on if the makeup artist is on time, the hair person's on time, whatever. Then you got to take those really pretty photos where we're outside or we're, whatever, in several layers of undress. And those kind of are all the same. So those take about like half an hour. And then you get into doing the actual movie, right? So you're doing the video. You got to do the intro and you got to do the scene part, And sometimes you got to do 3 or 4 little like B-clippy side roll things so they have stuff to edit in. And so you're at already like 3 hours at that point, and you haven't barely even gotten through the scene. And then they stop it right at the end of the scene. Oh no, money shot's not next. No. Let's go back and take some hardcore photos. And then...
Do it all over.
Then sometimes they're like...
get back into it.
Yeah, you have to get all the way back into it just to get the money shot at the end.
And then you're hoping the guy can perform.
Exactly. So...
Because then,
There are some people that like... I mean, I've been on some sets. So when people ask me how come I knew I was ready to retire from making actual movies...
Because your no list was getting longer and longer.
My no list was getting a lot longer and longer. The process of going and filming these things is so tedious, or at least back then it was. It may not be like that now because you can just everybody's an OnlyFans or have a stream. They stream, you know what I'm saying? They stream stuff, so they're at home. They can do it, They do it with their iPhones and they do it from home and all of those things. So it's a little bit different now, but...
They don't worry about Skinemax.
Yeah, they don't, yeah.
The softcore.
Exactly. They're not worried about, because, sometimes we shoot the scene twice. So depending on what company it is, you shoot it softcore version and then you shoot it hardcore version. So you've, literally done 2 movies instead of just filming it all at once and kind of doing things. So... Yeah, it was a process. But when people ask me, that's the main reason I knew it was time for me to go.
The fun of it.
Because it became a tedious job, and I was like, that's not fun anymore. It used to be really fun, And then it became laborious and not as fun.
And I was tired of sleeping in cars,
Yeah.
waiting for you to get done.
Yeah, you only did that. You only went to sets for a few years, and then after that, it was you stopped coming because you realized that.
And I was like, good luck to you.
Yeah, you're all. Let me know when you get there. Let me know when you're on your way home. Let me know if anything happens.
I'll be there eventually.
Right, you're like, I'll be there in like 2 hours because we lived far away from the valley where you shoot everything with traffic. You're like, I'll be on the 405 for 6 hours trying to get to you if there was anything that ever happened, but. I did not ever have anything bad happen on set, knock on woods. Well, I guess I don't have to knock on wood anymore, but I've heard stories from other people, and I'm like, no, nothing ever bad ever happened to me on set. Like, I always had good people working with, Well,
in that aspect.
From that aspect. That's what I'm saying. I never saw anything either, like, on the sets that I was on, even, like, with other scenes that, like, maybe were going on before I got there, and I never saw anything crazy happen, so, I guess I was just lucky that way. Maybe it was just the people that...
Because they knew I was around.
It's possible. It's possible.
But
it's possible. They also know I'm not that kind of person. Like, I came in very professional. It was a business, and it was a job, and it was work, and so...
You've been around for a while.
I'd also been around for a while, yeah.
Can't push you over.
That's true. I've never been a pushover, so yeah. But... Yeah, so sets are not... It's not as glamorous as one would like to hope. The feature that I shot, that was the one time where they had catering and they had PAs running around. They get you whatever you wanted. Oh, yeah.
The feature that you shot?
Yes.
You shot several. You made it sound like uno.
Well, for the one company that I never thought I would work for. How about that?
I know what you're talking about.
Where I had a script and all of those things.
Yeah, there were several of them.
Well, the one that I remember.
Leave It to Cleavage.
Oh, yeah.
Sister Wives. You got...
Leave It to Cleavage didn't really have a script, though. I mean, it had a basic idea, but they let us say whatever we wanted.
There was all kinds of features
the one that I remember the most is the one that I could not go off script. You had to
the one
stay
I
on
remember
script.
that I was on set for when you kept getting yelled at because you knew nothing else to say for Adam and Eve.
Oh, well, that's because I'm
Open up, say aw.
Yeah, I'm not.
Can you say anything else?
I'm not a dirty talker, so I was like, this is not my forte.
I was in the background laughing. You got yelled at on set.
It's not my forte. It's not my thing.
That's why I couldn't be on set because I had the chuckles all the time.
That's probably true. You're probably sitting there going, and I'm like, I don't know what
I
else.
wanted to scream, see what I deal with?
It's not my thing.
Welcome to my hell. I could have ad-libbed all in the background.
Yeah, maybe we should have just made your voice a woman. I just
No.
say watermelon. It'll sound like something's coming out of my
Well, remember, I have stood in for a black guy before, so I'm just saying.
This is true.
So I might as well stand in for a woman shouting from the background.
There you go.
So I might as well
What can I say?
I am an actor now,
Yes. Yes,
Do we have to go through all this stuff? No, it's getting boring.
Nah.
Everybody knows she married up. Everybody knows.
Yes, I did. I married up.
Everybody knows.
But yeah, so that's a day in the life of sets. They're not
Sets?
Yeah.
That's close to the other word.
Set. But at the end of the day, it was always fun. I always had a good time.
It was always fun.
Well, I mean, I always had a good time.
Eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eventually, once you get through all the process of the stuff, and then you're like, when you're shooting the actual scene part, that part is the good part. Like, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Here we're doing like, finally, don't have to worry about the other stuff, all that other stuff. But then you have to go back and get really pretty again and shoot things again. And it was like, can't we just do the fun stuff? And it's not as glamorous, the filming, either. Everybody thinks it's like, oh, look at all the... No, those positions that we use for you guys to be able to see things are not comfortable. No. Not comfortable. Super uncomfortable, actually. Some of them. Some of them are very dangerous now, and had I known at the time some of my back injuries, I probably wouldn't have done some of those positions. But I didn't know at the time. I was in my 20s and 30s. I didn't know.
Monthly chiropractor visits now.
Right? I'm like in my 40s and 50s. It's not as fun now. But yeah, so if you have any other questions, shoot them below. We always want to answer questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come back and see us next week.
Yep, next Thursday.
Yep. See you later.
At
Bye.
noon. See ya. Bye.
That's noon Central Time.
They'll get it eventually.
It's fine.
919, Lisa Sparxxx, worldwide living, they all shouting. 919, hey! Yeah, the legends surviving. Turn